Hey, Preacher Sam here. I'll show you some of my Diamond Hill collection. That's a mine over in Abbeville, South Carolina. Some really pretty crystals there that can be found. Every once in a while, you can find some amethyst. Here's a little picture of. It's got a little tone of smoky and some purple to it. So it's kind of a hybrid smoky amethyst. I know the color doesn't really come through there, but that's got some purple in it as well as the dark smoky. That's gonna be a ring at some point. Wife's already informed me of that. And here you go. These got just some of these pieces that have several points on them. They're so pretty. Here's a large piece. You can see just the sparkle in that. All those tiny little crystal faces. Just amazing piece of geology here. So we'll put those back. This is one of my favorite pieces. You got the iron oxide, which looks kind of orange on these little crystals. And then if you go down in here, you got all these crystals in this bed here. And this whole thing is just amazingly beautiful, at least to an old rock hound like me. And I just love it. So this will never ever probably do anything but set in my cupboard. It'll never be for sale. I found it. I dug it out of the dirt, and I just love it. So I put that in there. And here's a nice, all these little crystals. I don't know if they're gonna give you a focus. It's just a blanket of crystals with the iron oxide on. In this stone in the matrix here. Here's a nice one that's got some crystals just kind of going in different directions. It's even got a couple crystals that are laying down. Just a neat rock also in matrix. We got this dude here. You can see that you can get it turned around. You got a couple crystals. And that one is kind of got one laying down on top. There's the point. And so just a neat crystal in matrix. Here's one of my favorite ones. This thing is just, I don't know how else to tell you. Let me pause this. Okay, so I went and got some light. Don't know if that's going to help or not. Maybe too bright. Anyway, we're trying. But that's an amazing little crystal. Just looks like glass when you just like shards of glass shooting up everywhere. They're just all top on top of each other. Just an amazing little piece. Got this here. Got a really big crystal right here. This huge. I mean, that dude's as big as my finger. Tip of my finger. Or bigger. And you got a couple in with it. Just a nice piece of milky quartz. I may cut that. May have that cut one day. You got a second one over here. May have that cut one day into a some sort of ring or some earrings or something like that. Really pretty. And then here's this stone here. Can't tell if it's amethyst or smoky, but it's got the iron oxide on it. I did not want to take it off. It may be clear quartz, but I just liked the way it was, the iron oxide on it, so I left it. It's just an amazing piece to me. And again, we're pulling these right out of the ground in Diamond Hill Mine. You got plenty of videos you can search up on YouTube. It's in a little place out of the way, Abbeville, South Carolina, down to Old Country Road. You wouldn't think nothing about it, but then you go in there and you find all these rock hounders like me that are back there digging in this stuff. And we try to go now a couple times a year. Just an amazing. Here's just a little piece of matrix with little points on it. Ain't real pretty, but daggone it, I just felt bad about leaving it set there. So I brought it with me. We haven't done much to clean it up other than wash it off. And we're going to just keep it. And we give some of this stuff away to our friends and family. This is just a beautiful piece. As you look at it, you get their focus back in. All those little crystals. Some of them have iron on them, some of them don't. Let's see if we can get our focus back. I don't know about you. I get excited when I see things like that. And I go all over the place. I've got some stuff. Well, look at this here. Doesn't look like much, does it? This has got all kinds of crystals going through it. It's just a big matrix rock with crystals running through it. Big heavy dude too. Got some pyrite in it. Here's one. Now these did not come from Diamond Hill. These come from a friend of mine in Honduras. So these got some really neat things in them. Daughter of mine got me this. Very pretty. She knows I like blue. And it looks like this was once part of a geode. So very cool. So what do you collect? What's your passion? Maybe you should take a trip over to Diamond Hill Mine. Get you a squirt bottle, some Ziplocs, a roll of paper towels, a 2 to 5 pound or gallon bucket, and just a little hand rake, a little shovel. And that's basically all you need to go over there, and a change of clothes, because you are going to get dirty, and if it's rainy, you're going to get muddy. Take you a change of clothes. Have fun. It's $20 a day to dig from the time they open to the time they close, which is like 9 to 4. We like going over there. We like exerting some energy. Take it from an old man. You don't have to dig real hard to find this stuff. It's in. They've taken big track hoes and just excavated big chunks of this mine and just poured them over the banks, and you just sift through those piles and you will find you some cool stones. Again, what you'll need is you'll need your $20. You sign your waiver, you go in, you pay, you park, you get in there. Then you'll need a little shovel. I wouldn't take a big shovel. Just take a little shovel, and then you need like a hand trowel. I actually use like a little hatchet with a flat part on the front, so I can just kind of rake at the ground on the vertical plane until I hear a tink, and then I dig it out a little more careful. Then once you find something, you'll want to be able to spray that off to see what kind of value, see what kind of stone you got. You're not going to get it clean there. So and if you think it's really precious, then that's where that paper towel comes in handy. Wrap that thing up, put it in a Ziploc, and then you put it in your bucket. That way anything you set down on top of it has kind of a cushion. This stuff is tough anyways. But you don't want to break a big piece that has 4 or 5 points on it. You don't want to break that into 4 or 5 points and lose some of the beauty of it. So that's where my hint is for you to take that them Ziplocs, some paper towels, and that spray bottle, and you can kind of refill that spray bottle if you got a gallon of water or something like that in your vehicle, and that should last you throughout the day. Pack you a lunch, plan to stay all day. Make sure you got bug spray and sunscreen, as it is outdoors, and you will be for the most part in the South Carolina sun in its season. So go and enjoy. Look it up online, watch the YouTube videos, see if it ain't something you'd like to do with your friends and family. Have a blessed day. From Preacher here on YouTube, God bless.